undertaking research, development and innovation, actively participating in progress. This is our mission for the future. This is why the new public research entity of the Ministry of Defense has combined know-how, tradition and the most relevant facilities in Spain in the field of research of cutting-edge technologies. La Marañosa Institute of Technology, the CEGIPAR, El Pardo Model Basin and the Army Engineer Research Laboratory are all integrated in the National Institute for Aerospace Technology, giving rise to the largest public research entity providing services such as communications, security, defense, navigation to the armed forces and the industry. This new public research entity positions Spain at the forefront of aeronautic, space, ground-based and naval technologies and knowledge for civil and military use. INTA is a great specialist in aeronautic and space technologies with state-of-the-art research, certification and testing laboratories, endorsed by international institutions such as NASA or the European Space Agency. At the turbojet test bench, one of the most modern in the world, we have certified the Eurofighter engines as well as those of prestigious manufacturers such as Rolls-Royce and General Electric. Our wind tunnels have been used by customers ranging from NASA to cycling teams. At the El Arenocillo Test Center, we test and certify civilian and military aircraft with last-generation equipment by means of target aircraft such as Alba or the Diana Reactor, a tactical high-speed jet-propelled target drone. We develop unmanned aircraft such as Siva or Milano with excellent autonomy, capable of performing civil and military missions at mid-altitude flights. EPOD is the first low-cost and low-consumption electronic warfare system that allows for affordable destruction of target drones during testing. At the Las Rozas Test Center, CIAR, we conduct tests with unmanned aircraft systems and perform atmospheric research projects. INTA has 4 tracking stations in which we collaborate with the European Space Agency, NASA, and other international space agencies in monitoring satellites and space vehicles. The National Earth Observation Program by satellite is dedicated to obtain high-accurate geographical images. 2 satellites carry out this task, Ingenio for civilian applications and PATH for military use. INTA is responsible for the ground segment of both satellites. We started our small satellite program with Minisat. We continued thereafter with Nanosat 01 and Nanosat 1B, and we have developed the Optos Pico satellite, a little over 3 kilos. In the framework of European projects, INTA hosts the European GNSS Service Center of Galileo, the most accurate satellite navigation system to date. Astrobiology is a new science that studies life in the universe. Together with the CSIC, INTA created the Astrobiology Center, in which, among other projects, they developed REMS, a tool to monitor the environmental conditions of Mars, installed in the NASA vehicle Curiosity. In the field of ground systems, the activities carried out by La Marañosa Institute of Technology are integrated in the new public research entity in 5 main areas of work, which cover various issues of great importance. The current world's conception of global communications requires the integral management of cybersecurity, a national and international framework for which, in the new public research entity, we develop prevention, detection and security response activities of information and communications. In the field of CBRN defense and in collaboration with international organizations, we research and develop new testing procedures for the detection, identification and prophylaxis of high-risk biological and chemical agents. We offer counseling in radiological, biological and chemical protection and carry out nuclear and radiological risk assessment. Another area of activity is the electro-optronic and acoustic technologies with R&DI projects of optronic systems, electro-optronic devices, sensors and materials, images processing to improve their detection and measurement, thermovision and countermeasures, micro-nanotechnologies and undersea and atmospheric acoustics. The development, research, homologation and surveillance of the weapons and ammunition of the armed forces, the state security forces and companies in the sector are our main field of activity in defense technologies. We work on ground-based platforms through research, development and evaluation of vehicles and robots by means of dynamic simulation, condition-based maintenance, mechanical prototypes and surveillance systems. We base another one of our main lines in research on human factors. We develop technologies to optimize the relationship between the soldiers and their operational settings by means of biometric, ergonometric and psychometric analysis. At the El Pardo Model Basin, we investigate and test the most relevant technological innovations in naval construction, both civilian and military, related to the ship's hydrodynamics. Our work contributes decisively to more cost-efficient running of vessels and their greater safety through optimization of hull resistance and propulsive efficiency, improving seaworthiness and reducing movements at sea. And we also carry out studies into safety under extreme conditions that play a decisive role on naval innovation. We perform model tests at our calm water towing tank, such as hull resistance, self-propulsion, open water propeller, wake survey, streamline tracing, a ship dynamics laboratory with a modern wave generator for testing seakeeping, stability and hydrodynamic loads of all types of ships, offshore marine structures and devices subject to ocean waves and winds, and a cavitation tunnel to check and optimize propeller design. The road to the future involves research, certification and experimentation. The development of new aeronautic, space, ground-based and naval technologies endorsed by prestigious, experienced and solidly formed professionals working at this new public research organism, INTA, is the basis of our excellence.